Are you aware of this line in the UK tax system? Cross it and you can lose £3,000, £4,000, sometimes more every single year. And it's not because you've done anything wrong, but because you've saved just a little too much. And the thing is that if you're a couple, you can hit that line twice as fast. Today I'm going to show you where that line is, why couples are hit hardest, and the hidden rule that can stop you fixing it. Hello, it's Angie, and this is UK Money Wisdom. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the exact £16,000 savings limit, why two people are treated as one, what actually counts as savings, this surprises many, the hidden Deprivation of Capital rule, have you heard of that? And two clear real-life scenarios where outcomes are completely different, because this is one of those areas where the rules matter more than the money. In this table, we're going to find out about the line that most people don't see. So let's start by putting the rule clearly on the screen, because this is the line everything revolves around. And that last row, that's where the real problem begins. You see, from £10,000 upwards, the system starts doing something quietly powerful. It assumes you are earning income, even if you're not. For every £500 above £10,000, you are treated as having £1 per week income. So your support reduces gradually. But then something very different happens. At £16,000, it doesn't reduce further. It stops. That's the cliff edge. And in a moment, I'll show you how a £1 difference can cost thousands. But first, this is where couples are caught out. Let's look at the couples rule. Most people assume this: two people, two allowances. But in this system, this is not how it works. If you look at this carefully, you can see the issue immediately. So effectively, a couple is being treated as if each person only has £8,000, yet two lives, one threshold. And this is where the system quietly shifts from fair to uncomfortable. Let's make this real, because this is not small money. This is not about small adjustments. This is about losing a meaningful part of your income. Here's an example of a single person. Let's walk through this slowly. We have Sarah, who's single. Sarah has savings of £15,500. Above £10,000, the amount is £5,500. So the calculation is £5,500 divided by 500 equals 11. So that is £11 per week assumed income. And the result? Sarah still qualifies and receives reduced support. She keeps access to wider help. So far, the system feels manageable. Now, watch what happens when we change just one thing. Look at this example of a couple, John and Mary. They have savings of £17,000, just £1,000 over. And the result? No pension credit, no taper, no partial support. This comparison is where it becomes very clear. You see, Sarah on £15,500 has reduced support, as we saw. John and Mary on £17,000 savings received nothing. And the impact of this is it's a small difference in savings, but a very large difference in outcomes. Can I ask you something here? Do you think it's fair that couples have to share one limit? I'd really like to hear your view. Please let me know in the comments. Because awareness can start the ball rolling to getting things changed. Okay, so what counts as savings? Now, this next section catches a lot of people out because not everything is treated the same. So let's look at what counts in this table. So you can see ISAs count, premium bonds count, but your home does not, your possessions generally do not. And now we come to the rule that stops people simply adjusting their position. This is the Deprivation of Capital rule. Many people think, I'll just reduce my savings, but this is where the system steps in. Look at table 5. If the DWP believes you've reduced savings in order to qualify for benefits, they can treat you as still having the money, even if it's gone. So this isn't just about where the line is, it's about what happens if you try to step back from it. In table 6, we're going to see what I call the cliff edge. So if your savings are £15,999, then you're eligible. But £16,000 and over, there's no entitlement. That one line, when crossed, that's where thousands can be lost. This is why this feels unfair, because there is no gradual transition. The cut-off is sharp, and couples are affected more strongly. So the message is simple. Saving is still important, but in this system, understanding the rules is just as important, because small differences in savings can create very large differences in outcome. So take a moment to check your total savings, what counts, and where you sit relative to that line. Please remember this content is for general information only, and it's not personal financial advice, as I'm not a qualified financial advisor. It's based on current UK tax and pension rules and public guidance for bang up to date for the 2026-27 tax year. Do remember, individual circumstances vary and rules can change. If you found this video useful, please would you subscribe and like so that you'll be sure to receive more of my future videos. And if you think someone else could well use this information, then please would you share it with them. I'll be looking into couples finance again further, so do subscribe to keep watching. I'm Angie, and this is UK Money Wisdom. Bye for now, and do have a lovely day.